Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. So what are you niggas waiting for, man? Subscribe before the fucking interview start. You niggas is bugging out, man. Angry fan movement.
So you don't think there's racial tension in battle rap?
I mean, I feel like there is, but I feel like it's more brought on by like fans more than anything than the actual battlers themselves.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? You might be right about that shit because the way fans look at it is the street league is URL. Let's be real, and the backpacker league is somewhat king of the grind time. That's how they look at that shit. We know that already. Lying, all the urban, you know all that.
But you always see shit like people are like like we had some dumb people like those black battlers announced, and it's like, okay, cool that you're paying attention to that, but like, why don't anyone ever? There's no white people on a URL card. Why is it only a big deal when it goes one way, right? But that's the battle rap culture and the way people want to just argue about shit message boards and bring stupid stuff like that up. You know what I mean? Create tension between people, create tension between leagues and fans and everything like that. And they use these leverage arguments whenever they message boards and stuff, right? So.
Yeah, Organik, you in a bad area, your reception is getting bad.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this, man. This is so weird. Like, I got 3 bars on my phone.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You and Sharon cool? Y'all good?
Yeah, me and Sharon been good, man. Sharon's like a little brother to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been through so much shit together and everything. Like, it's never that serious between us two.
Okay. I know he was hurt behind that whole past state battle. I know he really wanted that battle and shit.
Yeah, I mean, me and Sharon have spoke about that at length and everything, and you know what I mean? Obviously, after the battle, he was emotional. It was something that he was very emotionally invested into. It didn't go the way that he wanted it to, and, you know, but we're past that. It's time to move on, and you know, Sharon's got a lot of big things coming up. He's got a promising future with them.
Nice. That's what's up right there. Oh, man. Damn,
Organik.
Organik,
man. Hollow the Don. When is he making the KOTD?
Now your phone is echoing.
What happened?
No, I don't know. There's an echo, though. I heard some of myself. But, yeah, like, I was going to ask that, too. When's Hollow coming on King of the Dot? Is that in the talks?
Pardon me?
Is Hollow in the talks of being on King of the Dot?
I mean, I've been talking about Hollow for a long time, about trying to make something happen with him. It's just about making it the right time and making something special happen and everything. You know, it's another thing. We're trying to see if we can get him up in Canada, and then, you know, but we'll see what happens, you know.
Hey, Organik, how does it work? If you have a felony, period, you can't get into Canada?
No, that's not true at all. Anybody can get into Canada, really, man. It's about taking the proper precautions and measures you need to cross a border, you know, like you can't just show up at a border with a laundry list full of charges and be like, yo, let me in. You know what I'm saying? What you got to do is call them ahead of time and ask them, what do I need to do as an individual to be able to ensure that I can cross your border? I'm going to be coming here for these days. I'll let you know where I'll be staying, how to contact me, how I'll be coming, how I'll be leaving. And you know what I mean? You ask them what you can do as an individual to ensure crossing that border, and they'll help you out and make it happen. It's just, it's a process for people, and a lot of people don't want to do it. I can't call on behalf of battlers, you know what I'm saying? I can't call a border and pretend to be someone or be a representative of someone without being an actual guardian of them.
Right. But Organik, do you think, I mean, we're going to keep it a buck here. Do you think that they profile, though? Because, I mean, I've been over several borders, and they do profile. So I know even though, you know, they paint a picture by your history. I mean, Canada is one of the hardest borders to get over.
You know what's funny, though? It goes both ways. It's Canada and America. I have just as much difficulty getting into America as people do have getting into Canada. I know so many people that can never step foot in America. People that work for, you know, King of the Dot, a lot of staff I have and some of the higher ups on King of the Dot cannot enter America. So it goes both ways, sir.
Man.
Hey, Organik, you hosted the Joe Naj versus Born battle, right? How'd it go?
Yeah. Yo, that battle was incredible, man. Holy shit. Joe Naj, he has so much energy and shit like that, and it was really good because I think a lot of people were wondering if he was going to be able to do it again, and I think he kind of went over and above the expectations that a lot of people had for him. And Bourne does what Bourne always does. He bars out and everything, and he's continually evolving and getting better and better, and you know what I mean? Bourne had a stigma for a long time where a lot of people weren't, you know what I mean, showing him the proper appreciation, but he's been killing it, man, so it's good to see that.
Yeah, well, Bourne was kind of ass back in the day, though. He just recently started, like, really going crazy the past 2 years. We know that shit already, man.
You know what I noticed about him, though, man, is not only he got really good with punches, but now he's taking angles and working angles and punches together, and that's kind of, like, helping him evolve into being, like, a whole different type of battler than he was before.
Yeah, but before Bourne wasn't even coming like that. It was, I don't know. He really changed. You're right. He did change. He's getting better and shit.
Yeah.
And that's good.
The fact that we're saying Bourne getting better and he's fucking been in the game for so long is kind of weird, Nick.
That's a good thing to see. That goes to show that there's always room for improvement, and he's someone that's, like, you know, stayed hungry the whole time and kind of is shoving that in people's face, huh?
So does it look good for him to possibly be on King of the Dot?
The opportunity has always been there for him to battle on King of the Dot. I've always said the opportunity has been there for him. It's just, you know what I mean, the way things were handled at first was just not the way we go about things, and it kind of came like more of a big deal on the message boards before we were able to pick it up between the two of us and work things out between us as a company and him as a brand, you know what I mean?
Right.
All right. Bourne, I hope you're listening.
Oh, me and Bourne talk, man. He's cool. He's straight in my books. He's always been straight in my books. I've never had anything against Bourne. You know, I'm just quick to always, you know, kind of tell people, like, you know, if we do business, let's just keep it between us until shit works out. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, you talk about stuff and people will get offended and they don't remember that this is a part of, like, you know, a part of how this happens is, you know, we talk back and forth until we find out how it works together, and then we move forward from there. I don't want to work with someone if they're not happy with how things are going either, and they won't want to work with me if I'm not happy. That's not how deals should work. Deals should be everybody happy and moving forward with it.
Hey, Organik, question. How hard is it for you to book an artist, a battler, who has publicly said if it's not URL, it don't count, or they're battling and they say something like, I only took this for the check? Like how does that strike you? Does that make you not want to fuck with them no more or what?
I mean, it used to be honest. Like, I'll be dead ass honest. I think it kind of used to get to me, but now I understand. Like, I don't even pay attention to shit like that, bro. Like, people are gonna do what they gotta do to market and brand themselves and appeal to certain markets, and that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't take it to heart. I don't take it personal or anything. You know, I know what I pay people. I see a lot of battlers go on and act like, you know what I mean, they do this, but at the end of the day, on the phone and everything, and when you talk to them, you know how everything goes. You know, a lot of this is used as angles to kind of deflate what the other person is saying to them and everything, and that's pretty much what it is, is an angle. And the battle rap community gets so soaked up into it because they believe everything is fact, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, let's get into this blackout card. You know what I mean? Let's start promoting it and everything. Like, so who picked the card and who picked these matchups, basically? Not the card, but the matchup.
For World Domination?
Yeah.
That all happens, like, as a group, you know what I mean? We kind of discuss opportunities and possibilities as far as certain battlers and how we want to move forward with certain people and how we can, you know, make things happen that are not just short-term. Between me, myself, Avi, Bishop, Gully, Kingslide, J-Pro, Avocado, we discuss a lot of opportunities and just run down it, you know what I mean, and see what makes the most sense and move forward with there. And we also speak to a lot of the battlers. I don't ever want to give someone a battle they don't want to take. So a lot of this is like us talking to battlers, seeing what's available, and seeing what the best move is for them to move forward with us.
Okay. That shit got to be hard with so many people, damn.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
It's a lengthy process. Like, setting up these events where I'm doing, like, 16 battles and everything with all, you know what I mean, battlers that are known in the scene. It's probably like a 3-month job just doing the negotiating from money to their opponents to, you know what I mean, everything, right? And you're always playing the meeting and like the guy in the middle on the phone. Okay, you want this? I'll call the other guy. And then you have to call the other guy back. And then, you know, it's a lot of phone juggling.
Jeez, okay.
And this is a 3-day event?
3 days?
4 days. So on day one, we get the press conference, which is on the Thursday. On the Friday, we have, that's the day one of the main event. The Saturday is day two. And then on the Sunday, we do our 7th year anniversary party where we're basically, having the day 3 card. And then after, we have a bunch of performances. And it's just a party. We do it every year at World Domination. Anyone that's been up here knows our day 3, we rent out a venue. We get a bunch of fucking liquor and we just have fun. We throw freestyle battles and we just kind of it's literally just like we have the club to ourselves, a bunch of drinks, and we just have fun,
Okay. Damn, you having a whole fucking a whole weekend off this shit. That's dope right there.
Yeah, it's a festival, right? Like, that's what we try to make World Domination. We try to make it like a festival. That way it intrigues more people internationally to get involved in it, spikes interest of people to try to travel. Because a lot of people want to come to see these events, but you get someone from, like, let's say, a lot of our fans that I run into at King of Dot.
Hello?
He dropped out.
I don't even know.
I think he did.
On my phone still says he's on.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, there you go. Now
we can.
Go ahead.
Man, this is so fucking weird to keep doing that. But what I was saying is we try to make it more of like a festival to intrigue people internationally to welcome them to come watch this. Nobody wants to pay $1,000 just to go see something for one day and then fly home. You know what I mean? So this is something where they can kind of come and experience the whole culture and in a multiple different things. They can have time to meet the battlers and do everything they want to do rather than feel so compact and rushed to have to do this all in one day.
Okay. So we got Kid Twist versus Rome. Did they choose to do that, or that was something y'all put together?
That was something I brought up to both of them. I think both of them were kind of keen on it. You know what I'm saying? That was a battle that's kind of been flirting around for about 2-3 years now that a lot of people have been asking for. So that's just one of those things I think everybody just kind of knew it was one day going to happen. So we just tried to make it happen now while both people are got a lot of attention on them and everything, and it's a good matchup right now for Rome too because Kid Twist is a former King of the Dot battler. He's someone that kind of has a lot of history within the battle scene itself and the evolution of battle rap turning into this era, so it's beneficial for both of them. It's going to be a dope matchup.
Okay, then you got Bender versus Soul. How'd that come about?
Just incredible writers, and they're two people that have a massive amount of respect for each other's pen game. They both kind of wanted to battle each other, and it's just a matchup again. It just appeals to people that are really into the writing aspect of battle rap.
I was watching that Bender versus 24/7 again. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, man. That battle was classic back then.
Hell yeah, that battle was crazy and shit. Then you got the Swords versus Definition.
Yeah. So that's Definition's first battle back, and I think a year and a half he hasn't battled or anything like that. He's battled on every single World Domination. And him and Thesaurus have a lot of history together. They've known each other for a long time, so it's not like they're going to have a lack of angles on each other. There's a lot of stuff they can bring up with each other, and it's, two people with a lot of history. It'll be good.
Okay, that's a dope battle right there. You got Psychosis versus Jedi.
Yeah, battle of the fast rappers.
Yeah.
And Jen is from South Africa, for some people who don't know.
Yeah.
From South Africa?
That's really good, though, and he runs Scrambles for Money, which is a battle league out in South Africa that's starting to pick up a lot of traction and everything like that. They're doing really well. They got a lot of solid battlers out there.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be that's going to be an eye-opener for a lot of new people who's watching. Then their
styles are similar. That'll definitely be a dope match. I want to see that.
What? Chiller versus Pass. How did that come about?
That's just a matchup I had in my mind when I don't know what it was, but one day, I was talking to Pass, and Pass was just yo, I'm really feeling it again. Let's get the ball rolling. Just a bunch of ideas floating through my mind, kind of stylistically and everything, and I think they just kind of make sense for each other right now. Chilla's a big puncher. Pat's got an incredible rhythm and flow and everything. He's a very intricate writer, and I think their styles are one of those ones where they don't really match each other, but they complement each other in a weird way, if you know what I mean. It's kind of got something for I don't know how to explain it, but they're different and similar in certain ways, if you get what I mean. I just feel like the styles complement each other to make a good battle. Because they're so different but good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Pass don't be doing that scheming shit. He like real blunt and straight to the point. I think this shit gonna be out. And then you got Shotty versus Arts. Those are announced so far. Like Shotty and Arts, that's supposed to happen in the Boston Massacre card, like you explained earlier and shit. So it's like, so far, how's the reception been so far for the match?
Yeah, it's been really good. I'm happy with it. I mean, Toronto's buzzing over it. We got a lot of big announcements still to come up, so I'm excited to see what people think of the rest of the card too. You
got some super big, like some super huge announcements, or what?
Man, I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro. Every time I tell people like, yo, we got something really big, everyone's like, man, what the fuck you said? Really big, bro? I thought I was gonna get like Drake versus Eminem. You got fucking, you know what I mean, fans. You got nailed these days. You gotta watch what you say as a promoter, because it's like, you say you got a big announcement, people start fucking, conspiring their ideas in the head of like, oh my God, Eminem and Cassidy's locked for King of the Dot. Or Organik said they just locked a big match. It must be Action Bronson versus Ghostface Killer.
Yeah.
They jump off the deep end right away. It's like you can't even, like, what happened with the Back to the Basics, Nakaya, who set that up for his birthday, was super excited about it. You know what I mean? And he's like, yo, this weekend's going to change battle rap, because it was just like a little innovative thing that he just threw together last minute, people at his house, and making it a fun vibe. And then everyone's like, oh, well, what the fuck? This is supposed to change battle rap? And they start taking it so literal that it's like,
Organik, you do be hyping shit up, though, badly.
Well, yeah,
but you got to. What the fuck am I going to do? Here comes the battle of the fucking two people you've seen 30 battles of each from. How does that sound? You know what I'm saying?
No, but you be making this seem like it's going to be some epic, like, niggas be in forums like, oh, shit, you see what Organik just said? But it just be like, hey, this is it?
But that's y'all taking it too literal. I'm doing my job as a promoter in branding these rappers and trying to make them seem larger than life. Right. You know what I mean? If I'm not doing that, I'm not doing my job. It's people taking shit too literal. Y'all should know what to expect. You pay attention to the scene. There's only about 100 handful people in there. So if we announce something big, it's probably within the top 15 of those 100 people. Don't be looking above those 100 people and trying to, like, look at what beefs are happening in fucking record labels with people that ain't been battling.
It's maybe it's coming from you. It's coming from Organik, so it's like we don't have it's like why would you say it? Like, it's Organik?
Nah, it's not even that. It's not even that though. It's the fact that we done seen Cannabis come back. We done seen Cash come back. Now Lux back, Move back. So now when niggas be saying they got big announcements, we do. You see Drake talk about like.
Yeah, you know what though? The one thing that I put out that people kind of like tripped over, I was like, yo, tomorrow we break the internet. And it was because for a lot of people, everybody was asking to bring Dumbfounded back. I announced Dumbfounded back. Everyone's like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. Well, it must be a big deal. He's at 2 million views in 3 months when no other battle from 2015 has even hit 1 million yet. So you're going to tell me that wasn't a big announcement? Because it wasn't a big announcement to who? The people that had an opinion that it wasn't? It was obviously big to the point where it's got 2 million views and Holloway. Like, a lot of these big battles haven't even hit 1 million. You know what it was?
You know what it was, Organik?
We did pay-per-view too. You know what I'm saying?
It was that Drake thing I was flirting with. So when y'all when you said we're gonna break the internet, it was like we automatically thinking it was about to be something like Drake and like about to battle Move. Like that.
Yeah, but you guys, I never put that out there. I never told anybody Drake was gonna be battling. Drake never. That whole shit came about from like Drake and Mook talking in a club, you know what I mean? And one thing turned to another, an Instagram post gets made, and people start conspiring in their own head because media is reporting, and media never, like, you know what I'm saying? And this is no disrespect to them, but like people like Vlad and everything, they're getting their information on these things secondhand as well, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like when we announced at the events with Drake, it was with Drake, but Drake, like, you know what I mean? To say if I was going to say Drake was battling, that would be like the biggest announcement that could ever fucking possibly happen.
But think about this, okay? Y'all
that's like announcing that Michael Jordan's coming back to the NBA.
But think
when
about
it comes to battle rap.
Man, like, okay, y'all put the logo out with the Drake OVO Al logo, and then you put in, it's like, okay, what the next announcement is gonna break the internet. It's like, my nigga, is Drake battling? So then when you come with when you come with Dumbfounded, it's like, that's it. Because you be hyping it up so good, it's like, damn, Organik, that's it.
But how I'm hyping up so good, I wrote one thing. I put up a picture, I said, tomorrow we break the internet.
You be hyping shit up bomb. Like, you a good hyper. Like, you know how
Thank
to do
you,
it.
man. That's my job.
So it's a gift and a curse. Let's just leave it at that. It's a gift
It is,
and a curse.
but I love it, right? Because without this shit, it wouldn't be as intriguing. There wouldn't be as many people talking about it. The fact that people got upset that it wasn't something also made for more conversation, which is good in the end. It's more people talking about it, and that's kind of what we want, man. I'm not trying to trick people and make people, because never once, I was very vocal in telling plenty of people, Drake will not battle. Drake is not battling. If people chose not to listen to me and decided to still be like, Organik's not, or like, if I've told everyone 15 times Drake ain't battling, and then I put up an announcement saying we got a big announcement, and you guys come up with Drake is battling, whose fault is that?
Low key, that's your fault, man. You should have put that. Like, come on, man. Like, you had to put it out.
Listen to me, man.
It's seeing him in the battle scene. It's seeing him being so close to the battle scene now and shit that we all just waiting for it to happen now, I guess.
It's just like, damn.
Yeah.
And that's dope, you know what I mean? And trust me, man, he appreciates the fact that so many people are that even see if he could battle. Like, Drake is such a humble person that, like, he really respects the battle scene and what's going on and everything like that. And for his name to be thrown around and something like that, it gets him excited too, you know. But he's just at a point in his career where literally he is the biggest artist in the world in this new multimedia, social media fucking, you know, world that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's bigger than any person that was big before, in the sake that, like, they've never been able to have as much promotion as Drake's being able to have through all these, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Beatles and them weren't able to just reach people consistently the way Drake can, because back when the Beatles were popping, social media didn't exist. People weren't sitting around on Facebook to have this shit shoved in their face 24/7, you know? So he's at such, like, a position where, you know, there's so much pressure and everything on him just to be him and just continue to do what he's doing. For him to flirt with battling and everything, it's just because it's something that piques his interest. He appreciates it. He respects it. He respects the fact that people in the scene respect him back and everything, and it's just like a mutual respect that he has with battle rap, you know? He doesn't want to come in and take the hype that battle raps had and put it on himself. He's not doing that, you know, where you see a lot of people, you can tell when people want to jump in on the battle rap hype. Drake's really not trying to do that. He just respects the culture for what it is and is a fan, and, you know, he's chipped in to try to make crazy things happen for the fans. You know, he's not trying to put it on himself or everyone to, like, associate battle rap with Drake. That's not his intention.
Okay. Bow was like that too. He helped us a lot too.
Yeah, he's just a super fan, and you know what I mean? He knew that he would have influence in trying to make some crazy shit happen, so he tried to do that, you know, and he did.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Well, yo, Organik, man, appreciate you calling up, man.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate y'all having us on. Anybody that want to cop the World Domination pay-per-view, you can get it at kotdtv.com. And shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate what you guys do. You know what I mean? You guys help push the battle rap culture even further and help make our jobs a little easier. So shout out to y'all.
That's what it is, man. You be safe, man.
Thank you. That's me.
Have a good night, guys.
Peace.
Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man.